Hello. So I'm on my second hike for the day. I climbed up another trail earlier and it was so beautiful and I had a really good time. It was really peaceful, really relaxing. And I decided to climb up the other mountain. So there's a path that forks into two different hiking trails. And so I did the shorter one earlier, which had an amazing view at the top, panoramic view. And I decided to climb up the steeper mountain now. So I'm getting a little bit more of a workout, probably a lot more of a workout. But this one overall, it's less muddy. It's a little bit more dry on the path. I climbed up some ropes earlier and I'm getting to a part where it's going to be more exposed to the sun. And I usually just climb up to the first lookout. This hike actually leads into a half-day hike too. But I don't have the time to do that. I have to work tonight. I got a gig tonight, so I'm just gonna do the first lookout. Just really needed that exercise. I had a gig on Friday, so I couldn't go to my beach workout. So my body was really feeling the need to get moving. So here I am. So I actually got out of bed, put some hiking clothes on, and walked out my door. Didn't even have to get in my car. Walked over to this trail. That's how lucky I am to be so close to nature. It's about a 15-minute walk to this trail, at least the trailhead. So happy that like all this nature is so close to where I live. It's so beautiful. My legs are gonna be jelly after this. I'm starting to get a little hungry, but I'll be all right. I do have some water in my backpack. Sometimes I come up here and I don't even have any water, so I'm glad that I brought my backpack with my water bottle today, but it's such a beautiful day and it feels so good to be out here today. Man, today is such a great day. The air feels really good. I hope I have a good gig tonight. The fog from the volcano has been kind of bothering me and some other people I know too. So I hope that it's not as much today, and I hope that I'm able to sing well and everything goes well. So this morning, I also took 500 milligrams of niacin with some vitamin C, because you're supposed to take them together. And what that does, it's a vasodilator. So it induces vasodilation. If you haven't tried it, try it out. It gives you something called a niacin flush. You can look up what a niacin flush is, but you basically turn red. And you kind of get this like rush type of feeling throughout your body. And you kind of feel hot. But it's good to take before a workout. There's been some studies done on niacin being able to help with things like depression, PTSD, and some other things too. So yeah, check it out. It's basically vitamin, I think it's vitamin B3. And so you're just taking a concentrated version of that. Don't start out with 500 milligrams. You're supposed to start out with like 100 milligram and then increase it to 2, increase it to 3, 4, 5, and so on. There's people that take insanely high doses of it as well. But when I'm number 2, I like to take it. I feel like it definitely helps with my mood. It helps with alertness. I know somebody who takes it in the morning with like coffee or with whatever beverage she has to make herself more alert. So it's pretty natural, like it's a vitamin. So I don't think there's, the only real side effect I believe is the niacin flush that you get, like how you turn red. But yeah, check it out. Do some research on it if you like, if you feel like it's something you want to try. So yeah, that's all I had so far today. I had that with water. And when I go home, I'll get some food to eat. I had a really nice dinner last night. I made myself some nachos. I went to Safeway after playing music last night. And I got some organic tortilla chips. So I got home and made some beans. I mashed the beans and I bought some guacamole. And so I baked the nachos with some onions and beans and vegan cheese. The brand is Follow Your Heart. That one actually doesn't make my stomach hurt. So I'll stick with that brand. Oh, look at those mountains. So beautiful. But yeah, dinner last night was a pretty big dinner. It was really delicious. I'm definitely gonna make those again. Time for a little water break. Whew. So thirsty. All right. Get going again. So I'm actually almost there. The mountain is right up there. So once I get up there, I'll be at the lookout. So it should be another 5 minutes or so. Hiking is something I like to do to really get me right. So I feel like getting some kind of intense exercise whenever you're feeling stressed or stagnant or even lethargic. You may feel tired at the beginning when you exercise. Obviously, when you first finish a workout, it'll tire you out. But overall, over time, it'll increase your energy levels. You'll have more energy for life and to do different things. So, yeah, it's been a little while since I've come up to this one. Love this little tree branch growing like that. So beautiful. I've been watching the live stream of the bald eagles at Big Bear Valley in California. The eagles' names are Jackie and Shadow. And it's been so awesome to watch. It's, not gonna lie, it's a little stressful at times because one of the little baby chicks passed away during a snowstorm. And then yesterday, there was a fishing hook caught in the mama bird's lower beak. So she was had to shake her head to get it out. It's crazy how much range of motion their necks have. Like when they shake their head, they can completely go all the way back, and looks like an exorcism. But she was able to dislodge the hook from her beak, which is awesome. I think it did land in the nest, unfortunately. Check out this view back here. See, I think the hook did unfortunately land in a nest, so hopefully it doesn't cause future problems. There's a hook with a line attached to it too, so she not only had the hook attached to her, but it was the line because she caught a, sorry, I have to fix my shoe. My foot came out of my shoe. So let me undo this and then redo this. But anyway, she brought home a fish, and the fish still had the hook in the line attached to the gill. So she was tearing some food off, and that's how it got caught in her beak. So it's just crazy to watch nature like that. And yeah, it's kind of cool that they live stream it. I asked how they live stream it, if it was Wi-Fi or satellite, but it was actually, they answered the question. I asked it during a chat. sometimes they open up their chat for questions. And it's actually streamed through, they use a Cat 5 cable. So they use a very well insulated Ethernet cable, which is good so that the birds don't get affected by Wi-Fi, because I was concerned about that. Like if they were getting affected by 5G or 4G or anything else, but thankfully they're not. I'm definitely a believer that, you know, the radiation from our cell phones and computers, my phone's actually on airplane mode right now, but I definitely believe that we get affected more than we know by radiation. It's called RF frequencies. So I actually have a meter that tests RF frequencies. It can detect how much of it is there, and it can test like levels that are relatively safe and then levels that are really dangerous. So maybe I'll show that someday too. But I'm glad that they're using an Ethernet cable to stream the birds. And it's so beautiful because these eagles, they're just the best parents. I think they're better than a lot of humans, the way that they work together. And by the way, I reached the top. I reached the lookout that I wanted to go to. So nice. Oh, there's a mosquito. Ew, that's blood. Ew, I hope that's my blood, because otherwise that's like someone else's blood on me. But here's nature for you. A mosquito. It's kind of gross. I'm gonna wipe that off on my shorts, because I don't have anything else. I hope that was my blood, because ugh, gross. Gross. Okay. Anyway, usually I don't get bit. I don't often get bit by bugs too much, but okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm at the top of where I wanted to go to. My second lookout of the day, my second summit of the day. I didn't quite, there's like a really far hike that you can go. It's called Mount Olympus, but I'm not doing that today. I got to go to work. So I actually have to leave in like a few hours. So I need to go back down. I need to leave for work in a few hours. I have a gig tonight in Waikiki. So I have to hike back down, and then I'm going to take a cold shower. I'm going to get something to eat, and yeah, get something to eat, do maybe a little bit of vocal warm-ups and drink some hot tea and honey and get ready for my gig. So I'm going to head back down the mountain now. Just check out this beautiful view. It's completely stunning. What I was saying about the eagles earlier, I feel like they're more reliable than like humans half the time. So it's just so cool to watch like how the eagle parents work together to feed the nest and to sit on the nest. Their names are Jackie and Shadow. The chicks don't have names yet. They're called eaglets. Little baby eagles are called eaglets, and they don't have names yet, but there's a naming contest, so people can make a small donation and submit a name, and then it gets generated randomly, and then they have little like grade schoolers pick the names. So 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders are going to be choosing the final names. So I'm just going through all these leaves right now. I had to, yeah, it was kind of narrow, so, but yeah, that's exciting. I hope that those chicks survive. The third one died. I think it was the firstborn one that died, actually. It was the largest one, and it was the most aggressive with food, and the aggression stopped after it died. So they think it was chick number 1, which was the firstborn chick that passed away during the snowstorm last week. And so I just hope that the next 2 chicks, the surviving chicks, survive. 50%, I read that 50% of eagles don't survive past their first year of being born. So I guess that's nature for you. But it's so cute, like the way that they feed, like Jackie and Shadow feed the little eagle chicks. It's so cute. But yeah, that's what I've been watching lately. Making my way back down the trail. I just can't get over how beautiful it is today. I love being in nature so much. I love doing outdoor things. It's just such a beautiful day. I'm so blessed. I made it out of the trail. My stomach is rumbling. Probably gonna take a quick water break. I'm gonna get home, take a cold shower, cook some food. I made some pasta for myself yesterday, so I'm gonna heat that up, make some garlic bread, eat it with a mushroom veggie burger, and do some warm-ups, go to my gig. And that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed seeing my little nature hike today, and stay tuned for more videos. Take care. God bless.
Fears and faults, and every time I felt not enough, had a vision I could turn it into something. Climbed out of the cobwebs in the door.